can go and just drop the floodgates.
Munson and Perkins to tip things off, and it's won by the Lakers. Looks like we might have a retip, actually, as both players missed the ball initially. A little bit too antsy from both squads. So we'll try things again. This time the Lakers do control the basketball, and we're underway in the Midwest Regional Final. Division II men's basketball tournament for a spot in Evansville a week from today. The Lakers will begin with Womack. We've had two phenomenal games so far in this regional on Saturday and Sunday. Strapped down low. Cross court, here's the three ball. Okerlund, he gets things going for the Lakers.
Yeah, great cross court pass that time. Something you need come March, a non-negotiable, is great guard play. These are the guys that are going to control the ball most of the entire game for either squad. The guards are on, your team's usually on.
Olinka trying to get around his defender, get the shot up, no good, and the rebound tipped all the way to the corner, picked up by the Lakers. In transition, now slowing things down as Hunter Soper had 12 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists in the win over Upper Iowa. Here's another three ball from the Superior. Another one knocked down by Tyson Edmondson, one of the best shooters on this Lakers squad.
When I say shooting with intent, that's exactly what I mean. It's no ifs, ands, buts, anything about that shot. Coming around the screen, it was just one simple read. Defender goes under, I'm pulling. That's exactly what we saw.
The Bulldogs down 6-0 early. They'll go down low in the paint. He gets around the edge and gets it to go, and that's the first points for Deshaun Munson, the senior from Ann Arbor, Michigan.
And early it looks, just at a quick glance at both these squads, Ferris State might have that advantage down low, just looking like a more physical team, if you will.
They want Edmondson again. Now we'll go with Perkins. Perkins has had two really great games in this tournament so far. Womack has as well. He gets a screen from Perkins. Perkins is rolling down in the paint. Pass into the corner, right in the corner. Another one from Lake Superior. This time it's Hunter Soper.
And now you got to check your help defense for Ferris State. Those two cross-court passes, both coming from Womack to find open threes. You either need quicker rotations, you can't help as much.
Ferris State cannot answer. Three ball up top with Jack Ammerman. So far, Superior, 3 possessions, 3 threes. Now Perkins will roll inside, and he will slam one home. Lake Superior up 9 early.
Yeah, business decision that time for Ben Davidson. He just decided to tuck and run. I'm doing the exact same thing. If I'm him, didn't want to end up on the wrong side of ESPN.
Munson near the free throw line. His jumper fell wrong, and Lake Superior, the rebound, has a bit of a double-figure lead for the first 2.5 minutes. Womack, screen right for Perkins. Perkins takes the tumble. Womack goes inside. Womack, tough lay. It goes.
And Womack, it is 6'2", 185. The guy is great at using his body around the rim, creating some hang time, and just using those elbows to create space, right? Left side, right side, finish with both hands. Crafty finisher.
Get our first foul of the game on Lake Superior. The Bulldogs will bring in 3 substitutes. Those being Ding Ring, number 1, Amari Lee, number 2, and the name we mentioned just a few minutes ago, Ethan Erickson, number 21, in white. Ring will inbound for the Bulldogs. The foul called on Okerlund, the first of the game on either squad. Not even 3 minutes in, Lake Superior 13-2 advantage. There's Amari for the first time. Now Erickson. Erickson jump stop inside, going into the bucket. Good contest from Soper.
Picture perfect contest right there. We always see after the foul call, after the whistle, you always see the hand straight up, but it's never the jump straight up like we saw there. That's perfect defense.
Perkins almost lost it. Okerlund saves it into the hands of Womack. The Lakers avoid the turnover as Womack will roll left. Perkins on the roll again. Another one for Kingsley Perkins on the pick and roll.
Beautiful offense being ran that time. And you see, this is where the outside shot just opens up the interior to do some work. And the Lakers taking complete advantage of that through the pick and roll now twice.
Davidson, he'll spin, he'll pull. Free throw line, no good. After the rebound from Amari Lee, small play on the court. Erickson, pump fake. First three for him. There it is, Ethan Erickson.
And no, that's not even bad defense, right? I feel like when coaches say run the guy off the line, that's like telling a pitcher in baseball, well, just get in there and throw strikes, right? It's a whole lot easier said than done. You had a great closeout that time. It was just a pump fake, one dribble left, a contested three. I think you live with that. If you're the Lakers, honestly, that's just a great player hitting a great shot.
Womack, floater was short, the first missed shot today from the Lakers, and Lee lost out of bounds, tapped from behind by the Lakers. And that'll bring us to our under 16 media timeout. Welcome back inside Nickerson Hall, where the Lakers lead the Bulldogs early in this one. Lake Superior up by 10 in the Midwest Regional Final. Erickson looking for his second three, and he has another one. Here comes Erickson.
Yeah, watch out. That's the entire scouting report on this guy. Will fire, can fire, three-point shooter. Surefire. 3-point shooter.
6 points so far for him. Edmondson wanting to answer from the left wing, and he has one. Lake Superior so far, 4 for 4 from outside the arc, 2 from Edmondson.
Impressive shooting. Talk about confidence. This team, we're not seeing pump fakes, dribble drives, anything of the sort. There's not even a whole lot of dribbling going on in that Lake Superior offense.
Dribbling now is Amari Lee. Got held off in the paint. Go back to Erickson. Erickson has 2-3 so far. He spins, pump fakes. Down low, they want Brazil something for the first time. Turnarounds was short, and the Lakers corral the rebound with Devin Womack. Back to Womack quickly. He'll step back, he'll pull straight away. Another one for the Lakers. And now Devin Womack gets himself one. And now a steal on the other end from the Lakers as well. The Lakers are in full control of this one in the early going. Edmondson, he'll drive, tough lay, short, but the offensive rebound from Perkins over into the wing. That one rolls in.
Wow.
Andy Soma just checked in the game, and he has himself a three-pointer.
When you are on, you're on. And you saw that right there. That's a shooter's roll, ladies and gentlemen. Off the back of the rim, off the backboard, inside rim and in.
Davidson turnaround, stops the run, and there's going to be a timeout from head coach Andy. I mean, you want to prevent those threes if you're the Bulldogs, but you also had that pick and roll that's worked 2 or 3 times as well. For Lake Superior State, they have it going from outside the arc and then on that pick and roll game.
We heard a lot this year about playing inside out. Well, now they're playing outside in, opening up the lane. So you'll try to bring the press to slow them down a little bit in this sense.
And that forced the turnover.
Yeah, that's a good look. That's what you do. You have to change up looks because Lake Superior State obviously way too comfortable in their half-court offense. So to be able to take that the length of the floor now, all 94 feet, I think that's a great decision. Change up the pace on the Lakers.
Ding ring with it. Back to Erickson, has 6 of the 10 points so far for the Bulldogs. Lost the ball and not able to be saved. It'll be Lake Superior State ball vote. Has lost it himself, Erickson.
Yeah, he did that time, and it's little things like that that come as a result of the just downpour, right? You're kind of kicking the can down the street, kind of kicking rocks, and you're thinking, wow, man, I work all year just for a team to come out and not miss. What is this?
Womack crossover drives, goes in the corner. Soma thought about pulling one. It was contested though, so he'll reset things with Womack. Screen right side, going to be an offensive foul. Moving screen's going to be called there on Peter Nwoki. This is the first time he's appeared in either of the 3 games in this tournament.
He'll take it. If you're the Bulldogs, right, that'd be the first time that you're looking to get a stop on that pick and roll. It's been ruthless until that point.
Erickson, guard by Edmondson. Around the arc now for Davidson. He'll spin. Erickson contested. 3 ball. Knocks it down.
That's your go-to guy. It has to be. If you're the Bulldogs at this point, he is picking up right where he left off against UND.
Soper got a good look, and he got blocked by Grazoulis. Grazoulis, good defense then after the full court pass.
I understand the aggression, especially when you have numbers on the break, but for a team that's done so well in the half court, I don't see why you have to force that shot. You see the big inside. Hey, if you have a mid-range, pull up, take it. It wasn't there that time. Pull it out. Let your guards go to work. Let your offense go to work like it has the past 4 or 5 times on the floor.
Edmondson looking to make it 7 for 7 for the Lakers. A 3-pointer finally misses for Lake Superior State, and ring in transition to Lee. Lee uses his body to be goaltending. 2 points can count for Amari Lee.
This was a guy that you mentioned, even though he's somewhat undersized, it's just that 6 foot, 185. Great at using that shoulder to create space down low.
Ferris State's gotten the lead back down to 9. They've weathered that initial storm, it seems, from the Lakers. But can they continue to get defensive stops on this end of the floor? Edmondson Screen left from Perkins. He'll roll. Here's a pick and roll again. Edmondson will pull it off the window. No. The rebound contested. Edmondson threw it back in play, and Lee was able to corral it. Erickson, he'll pull straight away. Another one from Ethan Erickson. He now has 4. He's 4 for, like you mentioned. That's actually number 1 on the team, and he has not started a single game all season long. He's their 6th man secret weapon. You could call him maybe, but not so secret anymore.
Not at all. Not at all. You got to think as a team on the other side of this bracket, he's definitely the first name that you're thinking of. He had a great second half in overtime against UIndy.
The Lakers, once again possession, have seen their early lead slip away. It's only down to 6 now. Working around the arc. Pump fake. Stoper goes inside. Rebound Perkins going up for the layup. May have got heck on the arm. It'll be out on Lake Superior. So it'll be Bulldog basketball. These referees letting them play so far.
And I don't think that calls for a foul in that scenario, though. But I will say Perkins needs to keep the ball up high. Did a great job earlier of cleaning the boards. Just going right back up with it.
So Ferris State only down by 6 now with the ball. Hazelton with it in the game for the first time. Hands off. Now ding ring down low. Here's Erickson. Pump fake. One dribble to the right. And another one for Ethan Erickson. 5 for 5. I don't know if any of them have even hit the rim.
I don't think so. Nothing but nylon all night thus far for Erickson.
15 points for the number 21 in white. 5 for 5 from outside the arc. Now it's a 3-point ball game.
An excellent use of the pump fake as well that time.
Perkins trapped down low, has to reset. Edmondson able to get that one in the left hand with 10 to shoot. He'll cross over, drive inside, got tied up, and they're going to call a foul. That's going to go on Jimmy Schaller. On the Bulldogs, that'll take us to our under 12 media timeout, but it's 24-21. We got a 3-point ball game in the Division II mid.
Looking at this game in 2012, you would think it was from another planet. You would think it was a different sport. But to see these teams trade the long ball the way they have today, the way the Lakers opened it up, I thought it was over. I thought it was over, Jace. They made 5 in a row, and then one guy on the other end comes down to do the exact same thing. They're within 3.
So Perkins is down low. Lakers have allowed a 13-0 run by the Bulldogs. Cross court. Corner is Soma. Pump fake. Drive. Floater over to the top of the ring. No good. Too strong.
And that's the adjustment that's been made for Ferris State to limit Lake Superior State. It's dingering on the weak side to close out, getting there just fast enough to prevent that open 3.
Here's Erickson. He's going around in his space. He's going from deep this time. Erickson, no.
Talk about a heat check.
When you're feeling it, I guess. Erickson now 5 for 6. Womack will drive it down low. Perkins, nice dish, and Perkins gets 2 more. Perkins has 6 so far, and out of bounds, losing it is Reese Hazelton. A turnover forced by the Lakers.
But I will say, when the long ball hasn't been there for the Lakers, as they come back down here on the offense, that time we saw a low pick and roll, but the high pick and roll, this game has worked very, very well to find Kingsley Perkins. Perkins has done a great job of doing his job, literally just catching it high, keeping it high, laying it in. I don't see why you don't go back to it.
Perkins putting his shoulder in the ring, double team down low, tipped away by Amari Lee. Still 18 to shoot though for the Lakers as they'll inbound. Back in the game for Ferris State, Dolapo Olinka, a graduate student from Chicago, Illinois, transferred 2 years ago from GLIAC rival Northern Michigan, who was also here in this tournament and lost to the Bulldogs. Over the top, they'll inbound. The big man Perkins, top of the key. Womack, swing left Perkins, he'll roll. Womack crossover down low, able to avoid 2 defenders off the window.
Yeah, a great seal and also great recognition, understanding that he had a defender in Olayinka on the other end if he would have went to the reverse. So what's he do? He seals off his defender on the near side of the basket, his near side of the basket, to score the easy layup, left hand, left side.
Olinka double team, but he turns around, got both to jump. The left hand hook is good. Dolapo Olinka getting his first points of the day. He averages around 12 a game Going to call a foul on the floor. Is going to go on Ethan Erickson, it looks like, as Womack was trying to gear us up around him. And actually go on Amari Lee for a push in the back.
Even though Erickson doesn't pick up the foul, if all other defenses lost, he might as well go at the guy on this end of the court. If nothing else, just to tire him out, right? Because he has one of the most tiring games, one of the most tiring roles in all of basketball, right? He has that role of Steph Curry. Just literally run around, get open. So if you make him work on this end, he's on the bench right now, but if you make him work on this end, it's going to make that end that much harder for Erickson.
Ferris State fell asleep on the inbound, and Edmonton got the easy layup. Amari Lee open for three. He'll pull one. It's too strong. Perkins the board. Over the timeline once again for the Lakers as they've weathered the storm from Ferris State. Erickson now on the bench. Perkins back to Womack. Pump fake, got to the jump, drives inside, jump stop, couldn't get the layup to go. Second chance from Perkins, no, rebound Lee. Lee out of control, able to get it to Schaller. Schaller using the baseline, and he used it to perfection as he got the under the basket layup to go.
Great hesitation, great change of pace. You don't have to be the fastest guy on the floor if you can change pace on defenders. A whole lot harder to stop and go on that defensive side than it is on the offensive side of things.
Around the arc they go. Suleiman. Tough shot for him, and he gets his first two of the game. Omar Suleiman, the freshman from Canton, Michigan. Had some big minutes in this one. Davidson, now the Bulldogs down by 7. He'll turn around, he'll get a jumper, and he'll make it.
That's a tough-looking shot. A great shot in rhythm.
In transition, Soper into the body of Olinka, and it bounced back off Olinka's head and into the hands of Perkins, who got the layup to go.
And Perkins is doing everything that you want from a great big man in this role. He's playing the pick and roll very well, both offensively and defensively. He's rebounding at a high level, and there's no funny business. Once he gets the board, he's going straight up with it.
Schaller back to Lee. Inside, tall defender on him. He kicks it out to the corner. Into the body, no foul on the floor. Now they'll call a blocking foul on Hunter Soper.
I don't like the call. Might not be my call to make, but I don't like that call. I think that's great defense that time. The no call would have been just fine by me, just because that kind of sticks with the trend that we've seen today.
Here in Indianapolis, the host of the Division II Midwest Regional, in a 7-point ball game. The under immediate timeout. The Bulldogs trail by 7. They trailed by almost 13 early. But they've made their way back into the game now as they go for Munson. They'll dish inside, got tapped away by Soper into the hands of Perkins. Bears, they've been a bit loose with the ball. And speaking of loose with the ball, Amari Lee a steal off Womack. He'll go right into Womack. No good, but slammed back home by Deshaun Munson.
And you can tell early that Amari Lee has great defensive instincts. That's going to be, I think, his first steal, but he already has 3 or 4 deflections here today. Even as a little guy, when he steps back here and help defenses, sometimes he's going to reach in, he's going to tap away those counters.
And then Perkins, the turnaround hook shot right hand. Nothing but net again. Perkins having a day so far. He has 10 points, the first Laker in double figures so far. And then they're forcing a pass out of bounds.
Just his second deflection, that trip down the floor. This guy's doing everything you could hope for. If you're a Lake Superior State fan, very, very satisfied with his performance here today. And he's just been playing with energy, with passion. You can tell that this guy wants to be here. There's no plays off.
Vejas goes back in the game for the Bulldogs. He inbounded to Olinka, who gives it back to Erickson. 15 points so far for the three-point shooter as he drives inside. Looking for a tough layup. Got fouled as he drove inside by Devin Womack. The inbound again with a fresh 20 on the shot clock, and Vejas Grzoulis. He's a senior out of Marquette, Michigan. And he throws it into Hunter Soper's hands on a turnover. Like I said, Ferris State's been a bit loose with the ball these last 5 or so trips. Womack with it, bodies hit the floor. It's going to go on Erickson. He got tied up with Perkins on the screen.
Yeah, just doing too much to try to get around that screen that time. You might be able to make the case that Perkins kind of snuck out that left knee, but still it just kind of looked and gave a good visual to the referee at least that Erickson was doing a little too much to stick with his man.
Edmondson, they want Perkins down low. He has 10 points so far. Spins right on Grzoulis, dishes into the corner. Catch and shoot. 3 ball. Xander Okerlund.
And that's great movement off the ball to find the corner, just filling that gap. A great pass from Perkins as well. When we see these guys in the post kind of lean back, put their shoulder blades to the defender, they're feeling out the direction. That time, felt baseline open. He went there. Basket wasn't there, but a great pass. Finds an open 3.
Second chance 3 ball, too strong from Davidson. Third chance this time, blocked away by Lake Superior on the inside, and a foul going the other way by Grzoulis. Lake Superior State withstanding 3 possessions there from the Bulldogs.
Hunter Soper having a great defensive outing today. He already has a couple steals. That one's going to go down as a block for him, and a great recovery as well. It was a great offensive rebound that time by Ferris State with the presence of mind to turn around, get a hand on that one. Great look.
The Lakers lead by 10 again. They began the game 6-7 from 3. They've shot 1 since that early going, and they made it in last possession. Edmondson was another one. He doesn't have it as it fell short. Bulldogs down the floor quickly. Grzoulis, he'll pull a 3 ball, and he'll have one. Vejas Grzoulis getting himself a 3. Ferris State's answer today has been that outside the arc shot. It's kept him within 7 so far. Okerlund, dish behind to Perkins, into the corner, catch and shoot again. Corner, 3 balls is the answer for Lake Superior right now. And that time it was Hunter Soper.
This offense looks patient. Patience is great to see from them that time. Perkins could have made a physical move, gone to the basket himself, but what's he do? He waits the defense to collapse, passes it out. On the other end, how about Grzoulis?
What a dish, though, from Erickson as well. It was a year to split 2 defenders, and then dished off sweetly to Grzoulis, who laid it in. 5 minutes to go here in the first half. It's been a highly entertaining first half as Edmondson off the window is too strong, but Perkins, the offensive rebound, his 6th board of the game. And then a throwaway by the Lakers.
Yeah, Lakers going to bail out Ferris State that time. Ferris State's allowing penetration too easily, especially off of the dribble drive. And what's that do? That's going to collapse the defense. And for a team that's been shooting lights out today, that's exactly not what you need.
Grzoulis thought he'll take another one. He hit one last time out, and this time he'll drive inside, and that's 8 straight from Vejas Grzoulis. Bodies hit the floor. The referees let that one play out, and will inbound with the Lakers. But how about Grzoulis now coming on strong with 7 points straight?
He's looking for a shot, too. How about the big man being able to put the ball on the ground? Has it on a string. Get into his spot, putting it up.
Get a quick wipe of the floor and we'll get back underway in a 6-point ball game. Offensive ball game so far. Lake Superior shooting 57% from the field. Ferris State around 56%. Lakers work through the pressure. They go down low. Perkins, but Grzoulis tipped that one away. Grzoulis having the impact in the post now.
Yeah, a great lift off the bench. And that's able to get a Ferris State squad back into things. You're seeing a lot of applause. Even a couple of standing ovations over there for Grzoulis. And now he gets to go up to the bench and say, hey guys, let's go. I can do it. We know this entire team can do it. We've been here. We've done this. Let's go.
Lakers will inbound with 4.5 to play in the first half. They need to get one in. They do to Perkins. He's guarded by Hazelton. Still in the corner with 15 to shoot. Pump fakes. He's driving. He's spinning. He lost the ball. He got it back. He spins again to defend the jump shot nicely by Ferris State, and the rebound to those Bulldogs. And that one's stolen by Edmondson. It's him and nobody as he slams it. Oh, he missed the dunk. Edmondson missed the open dunk. And Ferris State in transition now. Almost another turnover. But they corral it back in to Erickson. Erickson, one step inside the three-point line, missed. But long two with the rebound from Ding Ring. Back up top, 3 ball is short from Schaller. Some chaotic basketball.
Yeah, Edmondson wants that one back, for sure. And you could tell that he was thinking about the 3 guys behind him because he kept checking. He kept looking to see if anyone had the step. And I think it messed up his footing.
With it now is Soper. Bounce pass to Perkins. Now Womack got tipped from behind. On the floor is Jimmy Schaller, and a foul is going to go on Kingsley Perkins as he went on top of Schaller.
That's a good call. He dove on there late. You like the hustle from both guys there, but a lot of times the first man on the floor is going to win that battle. In this case, Ferris State.
That'll be our under 4 media timeout. 3:20.
Down by 10, and you come out, take it to overtime, and end up winning that one if you're Ferris State. And I think that's a common trait among teams that you're going to see at this point in March, right? You don't get here without weathering some kind of storm, without weathering some kind of battle. You have to be able to take punches the same way you deliver them.
And now Ferris State, they trail by 6. They have the ball with Jack Ammerman back in the game. He started the game for the Bulldogs. Erickson, he has 15 so far, all on threes. Mari Lee screen right from Ring. Ring rolls inside. Hazelton back to Ring, back to Hazelton. Lay no good. Foul going to be called as 2 defenders were there, Perkins and Soper. It'll go on Perkins. That'll be Perkins' second personal foul. So he needs to be careful as we near the halftime break here.
It's a design give and go that time. Perkins is waiting for you at the rim. He just got caught too far under. He did not have an angle to make a play on that ball. And great awareness that time from Hazelton. Noticing that, going up strong to draw the foul.
First free throw from Hazelton, no good. And that's the first free throw for either squad today. A lot different than Ferris State's last ball game where they shot 49 free throws in the win over the Greyhounds.
What, 3 big guys fouling out on that UND squad?
Yeah.
Steinfeld, Asia, and Choa all sitting on the bench. So these are 2 very different games, 2 very different paces, 2 different flows to it, and that's 2 different games to coach here, I think, as well.
And I think for both these squads, they would rather this game be of this stature, you know, how it's been played so far. Kind of a quick pace, high-scoring game. It results in a better overall, you know, product of a game. Leading it out down to 5 after the 1 made free throw from Hazelton. Under 3 minutes to go here in the first half of play in the Midwest Regional Final. Around the arc, the Lakers work that 5 to shoot with Edmondson. He splits 2, goes high, late, no good. Rebound tipped out. Dean Ring picks it up. Ring, he'll spin, defended well by Soper. He got it back up top as Lee. One more pass for Ammerman, now down low for Hazelton. Hazelton still with it, put your shoulder into the defender. Got tied up and fouled that time by Andy Soma. And Soma, he with a lot of fouls. He's very reach and heavy on defense. He had 3 early personal fouls in the last game.
And even though it looks like Lake Superior State's going to give up at least 1 or 2 points in this scenario, their transition defense down the stretch that time looked very, very good. For Soper to have that stand, hold up, and get a block is great. And I think transition defense is really underappreciated aspect of the game. We talk about great teams in transition, the ones that go out there, throw lobs, dunk it down, put some highlight plays up, but to be able to stop a team in transition can say a lot about your team and their defense.
Hazelton hits both. It was a 1-and-1, but he was able to get both to go in the lead. Well, it's down to 3.
And that's still wild to think about. The run that Lake Superior State went on to start this ball game, it would have been so easy for the Bulldogs to just turn in their uniforms right then and there. So you're seeing literally a 5-for-5, 6-for-6 run, all from long distance.
And the ball movement from Lake Superior, Womack behind his back. And then in the corner, Andy Soma knocked down his second corner 3 of the day. The second time they've had a body hit the floor before the inbounds, and they'll restart again. But Lake Superior State, their best weapon today's been a 3-ball. They're 8 of 10 from outside the arc, actually 9 of 11 now after that one.
Shooting splits don't get better than that. They do not get better than that, Jace.
But they only lead by 6.
And that's a testament to the offense of the Bulldogs as well. Just tip for tap. They've been able to hang in there with their own offensive prowess, namely from the long ball as well.
Here's a long ball from Ferris State. That no good. The rebound, Olinka. And Olinka got fouled, and 2 more shots for the Bulldogs. And Delapo Olinka, who's 71% this season, the second-team All-GLIAC man.
Yeah, Perkins, he picked up a second foul. second foul under the basket a couple minutes ago. So now you have to take advantage of the size down low that you have. You're able to have Grzoulis in the ball game at 6'10", 240. You have a big and Ole Yinka, who is a pure athlete down there. We saw him sky for that board. See him at the free throw line now. You have to utilize that now. This minute 41 is very crucial. And the final outcome is marking.
Olinka's first free throw is no good, was long. One more for the graduate student at the line. Olinka's second, rims in. The Bulldogs now to that 40-point mark. Some pressure once again from Ferris State. And Superior State looking to work through it again. They do. They get it into the front court. 1:30 to play here in the first half of play with Edmondson. Now Soper. Crossing over twice. And a long three from the logo off the front rim. No. In transition now, the Bulldogs. Davidson gets to Lee, and Lee slows things down on offense. Schaller, down low they go, Grzoulis, and great read by Womack, who stole that one away. And Womack wants to drive. He got caught up. He went up top. Soper, pump fake, got one. And he has to kick it back out to reset. Womack holding the ball on his thigh. Uses the screen left side. Pushes on to Grzoulis. Womack looking to work around. Goes into the corner. Soma has hit 2 corner threes today. Third this time was no good. Couldn't get his third.
And that was very reminiscent of the first couple plays of the game. It was that same cross-court pass that opened up that first 2 for 2 in the corner. Almost surprised to not see that one go, considering the rate of all of these have.
3 seconds separating shot and game clock to end the first half here. Ferris State trails by just 5. Davidson with 5 on the shot clock. Rips through, step back, mid-range, no rebounds. Gonna be...
I mean, their coach weathered enough, this team weathered enough, and frankly, they have the firepower to do so as long as they keep it close. And then for Lake Superior State, I think you have to get back to the fluidity with which you were playing with in those opening stretches down the floor. The high pick and roll was working, the low pick and roll was working. The ball movement looked great. I think you've gone away from that.
Womack a half court to end the first half is short. They added on 0.6 after that review, but